Maximum Point Sport. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the weekend preview show on Maximum Point Sport. And we're here to talk about everything that's going to be happening this weekend, what we expect to see, what's going to cause anxiety in the Premier League this weekend, the Arsenal game, Liverpool game, Manchester United, of course, away to White Hart Lane. Of course, that's going to be the game of the weekend. It's happening on Sunday. We're going to be talking about it. Is it the game of the Mud siblings, or will Tottenham or Manchester United rise and make a statement in that game? And of course, we are going to definitely start with Arsenal, and a lot, guys. We're going to be talking about Arsenal. Arsenal is suffering a lot injury-wise, and of course, we're going to be talking about the injury and the squad availability. Of course, are there mistakes Arsenal and Mikel Arteta in particular has made in the past that put us in this mess? Of course, we're definitely going to talk about it, and the possible formations that we can find ourselves, like the best formation that we can use, going forward, from now to the end of the season. You know what I mean? And of course, definitely a prediction of what's going to happen this weekend. So let's jump into it straight, my guys. So now Arsenal, it's a lot. As you all know, as you may know, Arsenal have got every key players in the attack. Every key players in the attack is out injured. Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli. Like, these are Arsenal attack. And only Lisandro Trossard has been left alone on the attack. It's a mess. Arsenal are currently in a mess. It's like you going to the farm without a hoe, without a cutlass. Like, you just going with just a short knife. There is absolutely nothing you can do. Like, Arsenal are currently in a mess, attacking wise. I know defense, we don't got no problems in defense. Midfield is okay. We don't got no problems in midfield. Apart from, I think, from midfield down, I think we just have problems with only Takahiro Tomiyasu. You understand? But then, attacking wise, we've got serious problems. Bukayo Saka has been out for months now. Gabriel Martinelli is gone. Jesus has joined him since. And now, Havertz. I don't know where we're going to start with. It's really a big problem. And look at what just happened in the midweek. Everything has just given, not really, like I said in the midweek, after the Liverpool game, I said, it's not me coming out to say the league has been blown open, Arsenal's going to try, it's going to try and win the league. And I maintain that if Liverpool do not win this game, I don't see anything. The Leicester City magic, or what was it called? I could even call it magic. The Leicester City magic winning the Premier League, it will be written off. It's going to be written off. If Liverpool do not win this Premier League, it will be more a shock, to me, and of course the entire football worldwide, or football fans worldwide, than Leicester City going on to win the league in 2015. Liverpool are in a very comfortable position. Manchester City is not close. Chelsea, of course, tried the best. They've been blown away a long time ago. Newcastle, no one. And Nottingham Forest, they've been trying, but of course they don't have that prowess, So Liverpool is, and then of course Arsenal now hit by injury. Everyone is out. So Liverpool are in the most comfortable scenario to just walk in and grab the league. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a shock of my life, if Liverpool do not win this league. Not because of the points, but because of the scenario. You know what I mean? So, how the squad available, of course, apart from these key players, of course, the rest of the squads are available. And the midfield, of course, Declan Rice, Odegaard, Partey, everyone. And Partey is really being a surprise this season. A season where everyone are going to just having injuries left, right, and center. Even Bukayo Saka, of all people, whom is always injury free, is out injured. But Partey has been really consistent. And to think that Partey has been the best midfielder, if Partey is the best midfielder, definitely it's sealed. Partey is the best midfielder. Odegaard is not close. Rice is not close because all of them has had There are ups and downs, but Partey has been really, really consistent and even on the high, you know what I mean? So Partey could just easily be Arsenal's best player this season. Yeah, Thomas Partey, he could easily be Arsenal's best player this season because he's really, really been consistent. The only time, like I said before, the only time Arsenal falters is when, you know, he has to make shift at the right back, and when there's no maybe injury or red card or something, and of course when Ben White is not available, once Timber is not available, and Partey has to make shift on the right back, and then definitely Arsenal has a very high chance of, you know, dropping points. And it has happened all through the season. But when Partey is there, Partey works his socks. Partey works his socks for the team. And for me, I'd easily... And to think about it, I can remember a game where Partey's been given man of the match. And it was criminal not to give him man of the match against Manchester City. Because Partey was clear of everyone. Like, I know everyone played... the game was fantastic. Everyone was on toes in it. But Partey was that player for me. He was burning out every player on the pitch. He was boxing off everybody. And look at, come on. So, for me, I'll vote him right now. Player of the season. Player of the season for Arsenal. And of course, since I'm not really expecting any magic to happen in the Premier League, and I'd easily vote Partey the player of the season for Arsenal this season. You know what I mean? So, I've been talking about that. Are they mistakes? What are these mistakes that Arsenal has made? Mikel Arteta and the board, what are the mistakes they've made? And while I'm not going to be the person who's going to come out and come and say, oh, look at this, within by a striker, stuff like that, I listen to Mikel Arteta, I listen to the coach, I listen to the body languages a lot, and I like the body language, to be honest. And I'm going to come back to slag me, even if I'm going to come back to slag Mikel Arteta soon. Look at why I back him for not signing a striker this January. And it is very, very obvious when he said, we do not want to bring in bodies. I absolutely agree with that. I don't want bodies at Arsenal anymore. Arsenal is not a mid-table team. Arsenal is not a team fighting for top 4 anymore. Gone are those days, blood. Gone are those days. We are fighting for the league and the Champions League. So I cannot sit and I want to have Oli Watkins if I'm, of course, right now, I should be going into every season confident of a semi-final spot, you know, in the Champions League. And you lot know what it means to be in the semi-final. Once you're in the semi-final in the Champions League, anything can happen. Imagine you're in the semi-final in the Champions League, and yeah, Oli Watkins is a great player. Don't take that, but he's not that. He's not that striker where I'm going to be saying he's just like Kai Havertz. I can't be going into a game against Real Madrid, against Bayern Munich in the semi-final, against, you know, Inter Milan, against you know, Barcelona in the semi-final of the Champions League, go to the final in the Champions League, and I have Kai Havertz walking. I won't be confident. I won't be if Oli Watkins is that guy. Who's going to really be scared of him? Like, he's not known, to be honest, apart from London. Apart from England, yeah, you know, Oli Watkins, he's not that. He's a good player. Trust me, I'm not slagging Oli Watkins at all. He's a very good player, and he's really done. But I'm not. It's not for me. It's not for me, and I understand why that body language has not just threw in a little bit, which they definitely knew that was going to be rejected and all of that. I said before the transfer window, this January transfer window ended, and I said only 3 players, only 3 strikers I will accept at Arsenal. And it's either Isak, in the order of Isak, Gyökeres, and Osimhen. None other. Benjamin Sesko, I don't really. Good player, yes, again, and is above Oli Watkins. For me, I think he can do better than Oli Watkins at Arsenal. Yeah, considering his age again and everything. But Arsenal against Bayern Munich, Champions League semi-final, and we are marching down the line. Benjamin Sesko. Arsenal against Barcelona, Benjamin Sesko as our top 9. Who's going to be that Thierry Henry, that guy when he walks down the line? Everyone, the defenders know, like, yeah, we've got a job on our hand. That can be Benjamin Sesko. That guy cannot be him. I know he's the second choice, according to, of course, And according to Fabrizio Romano, he's the second option after Isak. And Isak is the top target, and which, for me, should be the top target. Isak should be the top target, Gyökeres and Osimhen. These three, any of them come in, I am fine. I am absolutely fine. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely fine. And I don't mind throwing in 100 million on any of them. 100, of course, Osimhen release clause is 70 million for that matter. His release clause is 70 million, and which can even be gotten as, he can be gotten at 60. And Gyökeres can be gotten at 80. You know, it's only Isak that, of course, because of the English tax and stuff like that, is going to be 100 or over 100. People are even talking about 130. You know what I mean? But if that's the reason why Arteta did not sign a striker, I back him. But the only thing I'm going to slag him for is, why don't you address that last summer? Why don't you address that last summer? When this season started, I said it. Everything I said on this channel has been happening. Everything I said on this channel has been happening. I said, Kai Havertz is not going to be the guy who's going to disappoint with the stats. Because if you see the stats, he's not the guy that's going to disappoint. And truly, when you see, he's only, in terms of distance covered in the league, he's only second behind Bruno Guimaraes. And then his goal ratio is not too bad. He's even the top scorer at Arsenal. So he's not going to be that guy who say, I'm disappointed in him. But he's never going to be the guy that hands you the Premier League. He's not going to be the one that hands you the Champions League. Yes, he's done that before. Congratulations. But he's not going to be the guy that does that now. You know what I mean? So I'm very serious at this point in time. I will back Mikel Arteta for his decision to wait till the summer to get the right player, but it must have to be the right player. You know what I mean? But then, what's happened has happened, and I don't see Arsenal, getting out of this this season with anything. I'm sorry. The Champions League, if there is magic and we're then in the semi-final, then I can say, and of course players come back, then hopes can be lifted. But the league is done for me. But all I just want to see, why I was happy over the midweek was, the league was not won in February, because if Liverpool had won that game, it means the league was won in February, and which will be disappointing. Like, there will be no joy. We coming out here to talk about the league anymore. Like, but then right now you see it's exciting again. Arsenal is going to Leicester, win against Leicester. You close the gap to 4 points. With Liverpool going the next day, it's going to be, there will be that excitement, you know what I mean? And that is the reason why I feel that, even though I know Liverpool are really going to falter along the line, I still believe that, because after this weekend's game, Liverpool have serious games against Newcastle, against Aston Villa away, against Manchester City away, and then they host Newcastle at home. You know what I mean? So it's these are these are serious games, and they're definitely going to falter. You know what I mean? But I can't back Arsenal to go on a virgin run. You know what I mean? I can't back Arsenal to do that with this squad. So that's the main reason why I'm writing it off. But this is football. Anything happens. You know what I mean? Anything happens, and we see to that. So talking about with the squad available, what formation is best for Arsenal to use? 4-5-1. 4-5-1. You know what I mean? There's no Zinchenko. I've been calling this for a very long time. Throw Zinchenko in the midfield. Throw Zinchenko in the midfield. I need Zinchenko back in the midfield. He's a midfielder. For me, he has no place in the defense. Throw him in the midfield. Zinchenko and Nwaneri, add him to Odegaard, Rice, and Partey in the midfield. Zinchenko and Nwaneri to be added to Odegaard, Rice, and Partey in the midfield. And Trossard alone up front. Trossard alone up front, and that's it for me. And when it comes to the issue of left back and right back, Ben White is back. Ben White takes his position. Timber to his position. I'm sorry, Lewis Kelly. He is going to be coming off the bench and making his impact. His time is going to come, definitely. His time is going to come. You know, understand? And that guy is a future. He's a future. I mean, he's going to be great for us now. He's going to be a big player at Arsenal. And I was chatting this to someone last time, and I said that guy taking that Gareth Bale role. Like, when Gareth Bale, was playing for Tottenham, he played majority of his career at Tottenham as a left back before, he switched to the the left winger position, and the rest was history. And that guy could take that route. That guy could take that route. And to consider that he began as he's actually a midfielder. Lewis Kelly is a midfielder, but he has that versatility, and then he is very, very good at the left back. So there's a lot to come from him, and he's still very young, no pressure and anything. And him and Wanieri is unfair. Like, they are going to have a lot of pressure on them in the coming weeks and months, because obviously the team is light. So it's definitely going to be unfair to them. But yeah, that's what it is, and they've just got to step up and do their job and do their part. But I for one, I'm not going to be slagging them for anything if anything goes wrong. But hopefully these guys are really a prospect. So now, what do you think are going to be the predictions of the weekend? Well, even though I don't like to mention direct predictions as in scores and all of that, I know it's going to be an Arsenal win. It's going to be an Arsenal win still. But what I'm going to say is I don't see Arsenal scoring. I don't see Arsenal having any high score. Arsenal is never going to have any high scoring game for now. So it's definitely going to be that decent score, but an Arsenal win. And what Mikel Arteta needs to do is just to play a very, very balanced game, very relaxed football, pass the ball around. You just hold the ball. You have enough midfielders to do that, and then just get your 1-2 goals and bang on. Let's go. We've proven that we can be solid at the back, and we can't be scored. So all you just have to do is do that, and that's it. You know what I mean? And Liverpool host Wolves at Anfield this weekend, and they will be really, really hurting from that last second goal from James Tarkowski. You know, they'll be really, really hurting, and they want to go out there and make a statement. And I'm so sorry, Wolves. Liverpool is going to come to you like the bee, you know, clinging on to the wood. Like, it's going to be really mad, and I see a very high score. I don't see Liverpool scoring less than 4 in that game. You know what I mean? So it depends if they concede or not. But I can see Liverpool concede actually, but I don't see them scoring less than 4. You know what I mean? So Tottenham versus Manchester United, game of the Mud siblings, 13th position or 14th position, host 13th position, or vice versa. I can't even remember. What a game! Like, it's surprising, you know. Like, the squad Manchester United is built over time, struggling, you know, to even get my days. It's really bad. I could understand for Tottenham because of injury crisis in it. I could understand for them. I could see the reasons why. But Manchester United, not for Manchester United, not for Manchester United. You know what I mean? But the game for me, Tottenham is a team I can never write off in any game, because when I saw them play Liverpool in that first leg of the Carabao Cup, my days, there's no team in the world you play that football and you know that 1-0 win was flattering to Liverpool. That game shouldn't be less than 3, and if they had won that game up to 2-3 goals, like, they would have progressed. And if they progressed, even if it is against Arsenal, I would have supported Tottenham. And I'm sorry, as an Arsenal fan, I know Arsenal fan would never want to hear about, but of course, not to support Tottenham against Arsenal anytime. That is the limit. You know what I mean? That's the limit, of course. So for that game, of course, I'll always go Tottenham to win the game. And of course, while I respect Manchester United for what they can do, you know what I mean, on a good day they can just turn up and lick up the place, you know what I mean. But then I'm going to be supporting Tottenham to go for the 3 points. But however, there's a big chance that game ends 2-2. Thank you. And of course, Maximum Point Sports, once more, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and of course, we're always here to give you the best every day, week in, week out. And I'll see you a lot soon.